Hello everyone, I'm Rodney Reynolds and welcome to another video. Today I will be discussing early access games. So first I'm just going to quickly go through this poll here and then I want to elaborate a little bit more on early access games. So this is a poll that I created in the community area on my YouTube channel. I will provide a link to this in the YouTube description down below. If you want to go over and vote, you can. A few people have voted already and I think the majority of people say very rarely or never they don't play these early access games. And that's me actually. I have never played an early access game. And that might come as a surprise to some, considering who I am. But I'm not interested in it. I don't have the time really to devote to early access games. I think really if I was to do that, I'd be a beta tester in some respects or an alpha tester. Some of these games are in early access for years. But I thank the people who love early access games because they truly help the whole process and develop the game. I am personally interested in the end game when the game is published and is patched. Published and patched. That's what I like. I want you to publish the game and then patch it a couple of times so there's not too many issues, there's not too many glitches in the game. That's when I'm personally interested in it. So for good or bad, early access games have become a significant part of the modern gaming industry, offering players with a very unique opportunity to become involved in the game's development process before its official release. Now this model, of course, allows gamers to play and provide feedback on titles that are still in active development, something that I am absolutely not interested in because you know that at this point, these games that are in early access are going to have all kinds of issues. So early access really helps indie developers and it helps them to secure funding and gather player feedback while refining the game. And that's very important for them because they're small, right? A small studio lacks the resources for extensive marketing and development, and early access offers a viable alternative to secure funds and build a community around their game. So if you played any indie games, and I have played a few of them on Steam, some of them are absolutely brilliant. They're not overly sophisticated games, but a game doesn't need to be sophisticated for you to have fun, right? And of course, it's not just the smaller studios who are doing this. Some of the larger ones are also doing it, and that's not a bad idea, again, to get people playing the game from the ground up to truly develop the game. And I guess what a lot of early access gamers like is the fact that they're involved in it from the beginning, and I suspect they probably feel a sense of ownership and investment in the game's success. Now, early access gamers are truly a different breed because they're facing all kinds of bugs, incomplete features, and the uncertainty whether the game will ever reach its full potential. You could spend years in early access helping the developer along the way, and it could get canceled. That's a real possibility. Now, on the flip side of this, of course, developers face a fair amount of pressure, right? Because they have to deliver on promises and manage player expectations. So really what early access has done here is transformed the way that games are developed and experienced. And that benefits not only the developer, but also gamers alike, right? Because when I pick up a game or play the game, I want it to be fairly polished. Now I say fairly because a lot of games that are released these days, well, they do have plenty of glitches and bugs, as we all know. Usually though, they are resolved within the first few weeks or first few months of the game release. But how bad would they be without beta testers and without early access gamers? So let us know what you think about early access games. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to smash that notification bell. That's very important. Also, share, like, subscribe, consider becoming a Patreon, and you might also want to pick up, and unfortunately the motherboard tray is not removable t-shirt. See ya.